I didn't want to build in public. And it's not because I didn't have anything to say, but it's because the expectation to say something every single day felt like a lot of pressure. It felt like obligation. Like I was being told how I had to exist as a founder. And the more it felt mandatory, the more I resisted it. So if you've ever sat there thinking, I know I should be posting, but I don't want to, this video is probably for you. You see, what you're feeling isn't laziness. It's something that's actually much deeper. There's this narrative right now that if you are a founder, creative, entrepreneur, you have to show up online, build in public, document everything. Essentially, they're asking us to be visible 24/7. And if you're not doing that, it seems like you're falling behind. And me, I rejected that completely. I spent a long time actively rebelling against social media, not passively avoiding it, but actually rebelling, because it stopped feeling like a tool and started feeling like a requirement. And anytime something feels like a requirement, especially when it has to do with being a creative, it starts to feel like control. Like, how dare the world tell me that, my experience, my work, my education isn't enough unless I'm constantly performing online. And I'm like, I have 5 degrees. Why do I need to perform online? It felt like my expertise was being reduced to content. And I wasn't interested in that, to be honest. But you see, there's actually a name for this. It's called psychological reactance. And it's a very real psychological response. It happens when you feel like your freedom is being restricted or like something is being imposed on you. So your brain pushes back hard. The resistance you feel towards posting isn't because you're incapable. It's because your autonomy feels threatened and your brain is actually trying to protect it. But let's be honest, social media used to feel so different. It used to feel light, optional, expressive, and honestly fun, You just posted because you wanted to. Now it feels like it is strategy, pressure, performance, and that shift is what breaks intrinsic motivation. Because the moment something moves from I want to do this to I need to do this, you lose the joy. And once the joy is gone, resistance starts to take over. If I'm being honest, the only way I moved past this was by changing the reason I show up. Not the platform, not the strategy, just simply the reason. I stopped asking, what do I need to post? And started asking, what do I actually want to say? Do I even have anything to say? And more importantly, who needs to hear this? Like, if I have something to say, who needs to hear this? That shift from need to want gave me my autonomy back, which was really important to me. Because now I'm not performing, I'm contributing, right? Almost like how PhD experts get to publish a research paper to contribute to the knowledge landscape. Now, I'm not saying that it's the exact amount of work. It can't be measured whatsoever, but it's a metaphor or comparison that makes content contribution seem a bit more pleasant to me personally. So here's how I approach this content world now. I made a vow to myself that I absolutely will not build in public. Sorry, not sorry. At least not in the traditional sense of what we see today. I don't share every detail of my business online. That level of depth is reserved for people who are actually within the community of my business. So these are my customers, these are people that are subscribed to our newsletters, just people that have taken a step to be involved in the vision of the business. And so those are the people, in my opinion, who deserve to know deeper details. But as a founder on a more individual level, what I do share publicly and what I'm comfortable with is education, because we're in a world where noise is louder than knowledge. And I care about making sure that aspiring founders, creatives, people building something real have access to information that I didn't have. So my content isn't about visibility for the sake of it. It's actually about usefulness. And that is what changed the game for me. So if you're struggling to show up online, I don't want you to force it, because forced content always feels heavy. You don't want it to feel like a burden. Instead, I'd like for you to pause and ask yourself, what do I actually care about? What do I want to say? Who do I want to help? Because the moment it becomes bigger than you, it stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like purpose. And when that happens, you don't feel like you have to show up. You actually want to show up. And that is the difference. I really hope this helps you. If you want more conversations like this, feel free to subscribe and check out the previous videos. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you are built different, built to last. See you in the next one.